You know, no, no, I've been thinking about you. Do you think about me still? Do you, or do you not think so far ahead?
Hello everybody. It's been a while since I've posted a video on here. My schedule has been very hectic. I have a new job and it is time consuming and stressful, and it just keeps me pretty busy. Anyways, today I want to talk about my gender identity, so to speak. I identify as an androgynous person, as an androgynous boy, an andro boy, I guess you could call it. Basically, I've always felt more masculine than the average female. I felt more masculine than my female friends, you know, gay, straight, or bi, whatever. And, you know, when I was 14, I came out the closet, but my family was having a hard time accepting that, but eventually they did. But when it came down to me dressing as a man, it was an issue, and it was very hard for me to leave my house dressed as a boy. So yeah. But anyways, it used to bother me when people would mistake me for a guy. I felt the need to correct them, which really didn't do any good, because either they didn't believe that I was a female, or I would get some slurs hurled at me, get called a dyke, whatever. But yeah, I stopped correcting people, and I just kind of thought to myself, well, you can't really be mad at people for mistaking you for a guy, because look at the image you portray. So after a while, I just became really like nonchalant about it, and I was just like, they call me he, whatever, they call me she, whatever. So as time has gone by, I realized that I lean more towards the masculine end of the spectrum. Not to say that I want to be a man, but I feel that I'm male and female. So of course I'm female-bodied biologically, and have no intention on changing that, taking any hormones, no testosterone. I don't want any facial hair any more than what I already have, because I have a little... Yeah, it's not that dark, so got a little chin hairs. So yeah, that's enough. And some chest hairs too, when you think about it. Yeah. So I think I have more than enough testosterone in my body for a biological female. But anyways, I started to lean more towards the masculine end of the spectrum. Of course, I have my feminine ways because I am a female, naturally. But I realized that the word androgynous described me best, because my personality and just how I feel internally, like I guess mentally and emotionally, spiritually, I feel as though I'm male and female. So, yeah. I can say that though I feel masculine and feminine, I don't wish to dress in a feminine way, because I feel like it doesn't express the inside. I feel like I guess you could say 70% masculine, 30% feminine, I guess. But anyways, so when people ask me, oh, do you want to be a boy, or are you trans, are you female to male, or are you transitioning, because for some strange reason people tend to think I'm on testosterone. I guess I just look that much, of a boy to them, but I have never taken any tea. But I tell them that I'm androgynous, and then I find myself explaining it to them because it's not a term that is well known, apparently. So I'm gonna give you guys the Webster definition. Webster, is it Merriam-Webster? Yeah. So the definition here of androgynous is having the characteristics or nature of both male and female. Another definition also says suitable to or for either sex, neither specifically feminine nor masculine. But in my case, I'm definitely more masculine, I feel. And then the Wikipedia definition of androgyny is a person who does not fit cleanly into the typical masculine and feminine gender roles of their society. So, yeah. People who are androgynous are, it says here, related to people who are non-gendered, gender-neutral, genderqueer, multi-gendered, intergendered, pangendered, gender-fluid, gender ballers, gender benders. Okay, you get it. Anyways, so what it means to me, basically, how it applies to me is that I'm female-bodied. On the inside, mentally, spiritually, I feel as though I'm male and female, not an even split, not a 50-50. Some days I feel girly, some days I feel boyish. I feel the same every day, but like I said, I'm not just a clean 50-50 cut of masculine and feminine. But anyways, I identify as an andro boy. I say boy, and I spell it with an I, B-O-I, but I say boy because I'm young. I'm not going to say andro man, you know, I'm 21. So, you know, like a boy. I know I have a young face. No matter how old I get, I seem to look 14. So, you know, I identify as an andro boy. When people don't know the definition of androgynous or an andro boy, I can't really be upset, you know, that they don't understand. They don't have much knowledge of it. So I definitely do enjoy educating people on what it is to be androgynous and what it means to me specifically. But there are those small few people who you explain what androgyny is, and because they can't seem to wrap their feeble minds around it, they want to just throw you into this either or box and they say, no, you're a girl. So, I mean, I have a coworker who I explained what androgyny was, and I refer to myself as a boy when talking to her, and she gets upset and she goes, oh my God, you're not a boy. You don't have a penis, blah, 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 blah. So, you have those people. They just can't wrap their minds around it. And, you know, ignorance is not bliss, but, you know, whatever. As far as PGP, which is your preferred gender pronoun, I prefer masculine gender pronouns because I feel as though I'm more masculine. I look more masculine than feminine in my mind. You get it, pretty much. So I prefer the gender pronouns he or him or even they. Now, if you do say she or her, I'm not going to have like a whole fit and be angry about it. That's fine too because I'm still a woman. But I do prefer masculine gender pronouns. I feel like they fit me much better. I think that's obvious. Then I started thinking to myself, if I'm androgynous, meaning that I'm male and female, then I can't say that I'm a lesbian. I mean, in a sense, it makes some sense, and then it doesn't. So the female part of me is attracted to women. That makes me a lesbian. But if I'm partially male and I like women, that's not gay, is it? Right? So, you know, I'm on Wikipedia and I'm searching for the definition of androgynous just to see what they have. And I came across a term that fit me pretty well. I don't go around saying it because it's just a really odd sounding word. But there are two words that I came across. One was androphilia and then gynophilia or gynecophilia. And it says that these are terms used in behavioral science to describe sexual orientation as an alternative to a homosexual and heterosexual conceptualization. So androphilia or androsexuality describes sexual attraction to men or masculinity, right? So for those of you out there, male or female or trans or however you identify, if you find yourself only attracted to masculinity, then you'd pretty much be an androsexual. Then there's gynophilia or gynosexuality, which describes sexual attraction to women or femininity. So for me personally, I'm only attracted to women, to femininity. So I feel like the term gynophilia or gynosexuality, they kind of make more sense to me saying I'm a lesbian. But I guess the alternative would be, like I said, I'm queer, but queer can have so many definitions, and it does have many different definitions throughout the country, different regions. I have some friends from Texas who, to them, queer is just a gay man, or weird. Queer is eerie. And then here in New York, you hear the term queer a lot, regardless of gender. It's just, you know, whatever. To me, queer is just not the norm, not society's norm. So whatever, I guess you can say I'm queer in a lot of ways. So yeah. But just wanted to explain what androgyny was, an andro boy, how I identify. So yeah, I don't want to call myself gay or lesbian, but I would prefer someone to just say that I'm queer, or, you know, that I am attracted to women, period. Really feminine women, but women overall. So yeah. There are also androgynous males. Those are biological men who have, I guess you can say, sometimes personality and appearance that is somewhere in between genders, where they don't look like the, you know, typical, I guess, lumberjack, scruffy, muscle-bound man, but they have maybe a softer look or a neutral look, I guess. It's like, I don't know, the pictures of andro males that I've seen, like models, they tend to be versatile, so they're able to, you know, pull off a masculine look, but then also really, I guess, soft feminine look, or neither. They're just somewhere in between, and people have a hard time determining what their gender is. So yeah, you have androgynous males and you have androgynous females / andro boys, such as myself. So yeah, that's today's lesson on what androgyny is and what I am and why I'm androgynous. So yep, that's about it. Don't really have anything else to talk about at the moment, but if anybody has any suggestions on topics I should discuss or would like to know my opinion on anything, as always, you can send me a message and I will definitely try to touch on that subject. So happy holidays, everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Happy New Year, all that.